Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another great episode of Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really do appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, this is going to be my second flower review of the day. I'm really excited to get into this, and it is fairly similar to the previous one. But this one I'm tad bit more excited about. Um, but before we do that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, as usual, I'm going to kick it back to the previous me. He's going to go ahead and reiterate to you a little bit about what it is that we do on this channel, and then maybe even explain a little bit about THCA and what that is, if any of y'all are still unfamiliar or unsure about that. And then after that, we're going to be hopping right into this review. All right, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a letter, a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. So our second review of the day is brought to us once again by Diesel Dispensary, and we're looking at more Runtz, guys. Today is the day of the Runtz, and we're looking at Super Runtz again with the new packaging that they have. Super Runtz. We're going to open this up here momentarily, but real quick, I want to show you guys this. You may have seen this in the background of my last couple of videos, but they sent me over this nice little mat. Love this mat. Really cool. So, shout out to them. That was an awesome little addition with my last pack. Love that thing. We're going to open this up. I have already broken the seal, gotten some photos for you guys, so you'll be seeing those momentarily. We're going to open this up, and I'm going to give it a smell. Usually what we're expecting with something like this is a lot of very sweet, almost candy gas. Um, we'll see what happens. We'll see what we got here. Okay. Yeah. This smells a lot more tropical than the previous Runtz, than the Burberry Runtz. This smells like it's going to have a lot more of a punchy tropical flavor to it. Smells really good. Smells really good. Gassy as you would expect Runtz to smell. It's got that candy gas on it. It's just I feel like this one's going to be a little more tropical leaning. Separate these from the smaller pieces that I already had semi broken up while I was taking those photos. Okay. And there you go. Those are the nugs, guys. Very, very nice, healthy nugs. Lots of pretty colors. Deep purples, deep dark purples, deep greens, bright greens, lots of orange, beautiful healthy orange hairs. Very keefy on the fingers. It is very keefy. It's already getting all over my fingers there. Good density. Got a little bit of give. I can hear it snapping as I'm pressing into it. That's good. Indicative of a good cure. It's very, very keefy though. I can tell it's going to be very, very keefy. I'm going to throw another nug over there. We're going to break these up and I'm going to give them a try. And while I'm doing this, you guys should be seeing those photographs. I really, as usual with certain vendors, especially when it's something like this from the first cut, and this is a small batch first cut, has most of what you're going to be seeing from Diesel Dispensary on this channel is I do prefer their first cut. That is where you're going to get finding some really, really special stuff. But yeah, really good stuff. And it is giving my grinder some work right there. I can feel it's fairly dense, sticky. Yep, that tropical candy really comes out a lot on the nose. Comes out a lot on the nose when you grind it. So definitely, definitely has that tropical candy stuff in it. And it's holding on to its keef. That's a good thing. Judging by what I had on the fingers and how sticky the inside of this grinder is, I believe we're going to have some pretty nice flower here. Most of what I have tried from Diesel Dispensaries, phenomenal. Those photos, as you would have seen, trichome density, a lot of really good transitioning, yada yada, all the stuff I'm always talking about is all there, all present um, in those photos. Really, really healthy flower. Wonderful, wonderful cure. The grind, that ground up phenomenally. Fantastic grind on that. So we're going to be hitting this first one with a microdose bowl through our little February piece from the weed box. Mm-hmm. Look at all that vapor production just from this one little microdose bowl, guys. It's crazy. And this is more tropical leaning. It's much more tropical leaning. Um, a lot less in the way of berries, and I'm getting more hints of tropical citrus. Um, but it still has that. It's still fairly creamy, and I still at the back end I get a little bit of a hint of vanilla still. Um, so this one's similar to the Burberry Runtz in that it is very creamy, still retains that candy gas, but this is less berry leaning and more tropical leaning. So it's a very tropical Runtz uh, flavor profile, I would say. Really, really nice. All right, well, for this one, I do have a little bit more information. First of all, this is an indica, listed as an indica, uh, and it is listed at 29% THCa. And as we are seeing it listed on Leafly, which is the only place I could actually find the Super Runts. I normally go to All Bud, but I could not find Super Runts on All Bud. Wait, maybe there it is. Is that it? Hmm. Yep, I cannot actually find a listing for it on All Bud. However, Leafly has it listed as a hybrid, indica leaning hybrid, and it says it's cross between Super Lemon Cherry Gelato and Runtz. Very rare, um, and it's the best of both worlds there. I am getting a lot more of the citrus. I'm guessing that's where the citrus, the that comes from, the lemon cherry gelato parentage. Um, but like I say, it's more tropical. I don't I don't know. It's more tropical leaning, if that is indeed what this cross is. Um, as I'm looking on, it is an exclusive first cut indica from Dispensary. Everything is pretty on point with what I'm reading here. So yeah, it might actually be that. Um, yeah, if you guys have had super runs before, let me know. Um, this is actually absolutely, absolutely mind blowing. It is, that's the thing about runts, guys, is you know you're having runts when you're having runts, but depending on what it's crossed with, you can be having runts of a bunch of different kinds. You know what I mean? I mentioned in the last video I've had banana runts. I've had, all sorts of different kinds of runts. And I mean, they all have different nuances to them, but you always know they're runts. You know what I mean? And that's one of the cool things about this plant. The super runts, I think, from first taste, it is a little bit less potent on the THCA level, and it's not hitting me as fast as the Burberry runts. However, I feel like the flavor profile on this is going to be more along the lines of what more people are looking for, if you get what I'm saying. It is more tropical leaning. Um, and yeah, I feel like more people will be looking for that sort of tropical profile, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna try this one. Hmm. That one's more punchy. Super Runtz is still smooth, but it's got more gas on it. It's got more gas on it than the Burberry Runtz, for sure. It just got a good punch of that candy gas that Runtz is so known for, and that hit me in the chest quick. It almost got me there. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. That one there. Now I'm getting the effects. Now I'm definitely getting the effects, Hmm. which are listed as a deep relaxation, mental euphoria, and long-lasting body high, making it perfect for evening or late night use. And yeah, this is a fairly strong indica. It says as much. Potency listing on Dispensary. Super strong indica effects, delivering a powerful yet smooth smoke. Yeah, really good stuff. And it is like I say, it's pretty strong on that gas on that back end. It's pretty strong on that. Very very tropical candy, leaning um, like a tropical citrus. Um, and it's sticking on the palate for a minute. Um, yeah, wow. Of course, it does list this is probably not for the not for beginners. This is a strong one. It's a serious one for when you really want to do just chill out. I'm not sure if I would make this an all day vape. Let me put it that way. This is yeah. My previous thing about the Burberry Runts hitting me harder. That might have been spoken too soon because this one's coming up on me awful quick. It's just not it wasn't as apparent initially, but I feel like this one might actually be longer lasting maybe. Um, yeah, wow, really tasty, really tasty. And it's just now clearing my palate, and I'm ready for another hit now. Mm, pardon me. Very gassy. It was very punchy. I'm getting toward the end of the bowl. It's starting to lose a bit of its sweetness, and the gas is moving more toward the front, so it's more upfront, and it leaves me with a little something left on the palate that's more earthy afterwards. So it's more forward gas toward the end of the bowl with the leftover earthy palate. Really, really nice. And yeah, it is very potent. I'm feeling, my lids are getting very heavy right now. I do feel generally relaxed, as relaxed as I can be while filming these videos. I mean, I'll be honest, there is a certain tension even over 200 videos. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I'm over got like 238 videos or something like that on this channel. Um, Even after all of those videos and stuff like that, there's a certain tension that comes with filming these things every time. Um, so it's really interesting when you're in front of the camera like I am now, and you're using products, you're consuming products like these. You do actually notice mid filming when that tension starts to drop off of you a little bit. I had mentioned a couple of videos ago, I mentioned about how, I've had comments saying that, people can really tell when these things hit me. And that's part of the reason why is because there's a certain level of tension that just kind of, um, I don't know, melts away under the certain effects of this plant, you know, and determining determinant on your entourage effect and all that sort of stuff. But it's really interesting where I can be very, very nervy partway through a video and then be sampling something, to review it for you guys, and then all of a sudden, hey, now I'm cool as a cucumber. You know what I mean? It's really, really cool. Fascinating plant. Delicious. Delicious. Mm. So guys, um, as of filming this video, I have one or two subscribers left before we're at 1,000. So I will be within the next week or so, be week, maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks tops. I will be running that all day live stream. I'm still working on getting um, some more guests lined up and stuff like that. Make sure we have plenty of things to do and make sure plenty of people know about it prior to. Really enjoyed the last time I did an all day live stream, and we had a lot of people joining, and a lot of people hung out pretty much all day. But this time around, I want to do even more. I want to bring even more people in, as many as possible. So if you guys would be so kind, um, let people know about my channel. Let people know what I do. And if there's anybody that you think might be interested, obviously, I mean, don't go to your local supermarket and start handing out flyers. That's not what I'm saying. If there's anybody that's interested in stuff, in this sort of stuff, um, that might be, interested in hanging out for a live stream and maybe hanging out, having a chance to win a few things potentially, and all that sort of stuff, then yeah, turn them on and get them over here, get them to join the community. We got a lot of great stuff coming, like so much good stuff coming. Um, this little review of Super Runtz from Diesel Dispensary is just one of them. This is a fantastic, fantastic cut from Diesel. And of the two that I've reviewed today, it is the only one that is still available. So just say that. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. But I've got that. More stuff like this. Obviously, I've got plenty of flour to review. I've got a couple of new devices. I think I'm hoping to start actually doing some more educational and informative stuff. I have been doing more research on flavonoids and things of that nature. I've been talking to a lot of actual farmers, growers, business owners, and I've been trying to actually find information from within the industry itself, not just something that I can find in books, not just something that I can find listed as a scientific study. I'm trying to figure out what the people that are actually handling the plants are talking about in regards to flavonoids. And there's some talk but there's not a whole lot of talk. It's not as if people are putting a lot of focus on that. The focus is still terpene profiles. But there's certain things that I want to learn more about and share with you guys, and that's what's going to be happening over the course of this next year. In addition to continuing to grow and keeping on, and all that sort of good stuff. So I'm really grateful for you guys being here. As always, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Help me out. 1,000 is great, but I really, after 1,000, shoot, 2,000, and I don't know, let's skip a few and go to 5,000, and after that, let's just shoot straight to 10,000, and then, I mean, the sky's the limit. I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna put restrictions on where I want to get, because I want to get as far as I can get with this channel, and I want to get as many people involved in this little community that I'm helping to try to build as I can. So, with that said, hop over there to the Green World Discord server. You can find the link in my uh, campsite.bio page that you can find in my profile page here on YouTube. Hop over to Green World. Green World's got a ton of great guys in there, a lot of really knowledgeable people. You can learn some amazing things. You can chill and sesh with some really cool people. We are always in voice chat, video chat, live chat, uh, having a blast. So come on over there and join us, guys. Um, and yeah, so I've got a lot more coming, like I said. Until I see you next time, I want you to continue to take care of yourselves, continue to take care of your families and your loved ones, and take care of each other. Don't sweat the small stuff, guys. There are certain things that in life, it's kind of, even though they need to be worried about, and they might not even be small things. There are certain things that you just can't do anything about. And in those times, and it's one of the hardest things to do in life, hands down, it's one of the single hardest things to do in life. In those times, the only thing you can do is give in and just let it be. Just let it be. In those times where you can't affect change in anything, and it's driving you nuts because you keep trying to affect change. You keep trying to get this to do this, but it's impossible. There's no way for it to work. The hardest thing really, and the only thing you can do possibly in a situation like that, is to let it go. I myself struggle with that all the time. I do have clinically diagnosed obsessive compulsive disorder. One of the things that I have trouble doing is letting things go. But that's one of the reasons why I try to practice mindfulness, and I try to put myself in situations where I have to practice letting things go. And I've been doing that an awful lot lately, guys. Like, intentionally trying to put myself in situations where it forces me to leave it be. And I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I'm getting better at that. I feel like it's helping me improve my dialogue with other people. I feel like it's helping me rest easier at night. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. That as hard as it may be, and it feels like it's impossible sometimes. Um, Sometimes the best thing we can do is just let it go. So I'm gonna leave you with that, guys, and you guys. I hope some of you, it may help. I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's helped me a lot. So I hope you guys, take that to heart. And if you have any comments or questions or anything, let me know in my comments section. I try to get to that as often as possible. So I really appreciate you being here, guys. Until I see you next time, just keep staying lifted, keep staying blessed. We'll see you very soon. Peace.